Yo, what's going on, guys? McGwig1 to 10 here, bringing you another video. In this one, we're just gonna kind of have like an overview of what settings I use in MLB The Show 18. So we get back into Diamond Dynasty here, and now if you're new to the game, don't know how to change your settings, you just go to Options, and then you want to go to User Settings. So user settings, there's a bunch of audio options. So if you want to turn if you play Road to the
All
Show,
right, here we
I just
go.
I just keep it at normal because I don't play Road to the Show very much. But I do turn the music volume pretty much all the way down, just because when I stream, I don't like to have like the music playing in the background over me. And then for YouTube, I'm pretty sure most of it is copyrighted. I'm pretty sure. Sound effects, stuff like that. But they're like I pretty much have everything turned down just because I don't like the game being too loud. Because I'm usually like in a party talking to friends or like on Discord or something. But gameplay options. So you definitely want to use zone hitting. So what zone hitting is, if you're just starting out and like just go right into a game, the hitting is like you're gonna see like if you move the left stick around, you're gonna see like arrows and like kind of like where you want to hit the ball. That is directional hitting. So there's three. There's directional, which is what you start off on. So you just kind of like directional really starts with like what like the stats are. I don't really know like what it goes off of though, but you definitely want to use zone hitting. So I use zone hitting. I'll go into batting practice and pitching practice just to kind of show you guys what it is after here. But definitely want to use zone, and you want to use buttons. So buttons, it's like so you use buttons or analog. It's like how you like this is how you swing. So your input, you want to use buttons. So square is the power swing, X is the normal swing, circle is contact swing. I don't know what it is for analog. Flick, I don't think that just matters if you use analog. So plate coverage indicator. Now what the plate coverage indicator is, PCI, it stands for, is the yellow thing when you use zone hitting. And there's a bunch of different ones. So you can use reticle, dynamic, which is a new one this year, wedge, outline, classic, buckshot, and those are the ones. Now buckshot shows up in the feedback, like in like the bottom left or right hand corner of the screen, I think it is. I use reticle. I like reticle. It's just kind of like two like half circles, and you just kind of have to like aim right for the middle. If you are new, I would say start off on wedge, because wedge is kind of similar to reticle, except there's a dot in the middle, and I'll show you once I get into it. But I'm just kind of overviewing my settings. Now for hitting view, you definitely want to use some type of strike zone. I know some people have enjoyed. Last year there was just regular strike zone. Oh, what did they do there? Okay. Last year there was just regular strike zone. This year, and in the alpha, there is strike zone 2, strike zone 3, strike zone high, and strike zone offset. I like strike zone high. It's a nice view. So whenever you see like gameplay for me or when I'm streaming, that's what setting I use. I know a lot of people do like strike zone 2. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of like the regular strike zone this year, but definitely want to use strike zone 2 or strike zone high. So in play view offense, that's just when the ball is hit in the air and off when you hit it. It'll give like kind of like a higher overview of like the entire field. And once again, I will show you what that is when I actually do go into the batting practice mode. So the reason why I use high is you can kind of tell if like the outfielder's going to catch the ball or not compared to like like dynamic or like broadcast. So I definitely keep it on high. And then none of that other like really stuff matters. So pitching. Now pitching, if you are brand new to this game, this is going to be rough. So I'm just going to start with the pitching view. I like pitcher offset, and I know a lot of people do like so this is like behind the pitcher. This is like you're looking down at the pitcher and you'll see, or so you can do that, or you can go behind the plate. You can use offset zoom. You can use like the strike zones at like your hitting camera, which I know some people do, and I do sometimes if I can't really hit my spot. But I like pitcher offset. I know a couple people do like broadcast, but the thing is with broadcast, it moves depending on what stadium you're in. Pitcher offset it stays the same no matter what. So I definitely go with that. Pitch trail on, it's just like so when you pick your pitch, like there'll be like the red line kind of thing. If it's a strike, then the blue line. So you can set that to on. You can set it to fade. So like after like 2 seconds. I don't really know why people do that though. And then there's like the classic where it just kind of like shows like the break arrows, I guess. That's actually kind of fun to use sometimes, but I just use pitch trail on now. Pitching interface. So this is how you pitch. So there's pure analog, there's pulse, there's meter, and classic. Do not use classic. Just don't use classic. If you're brand new to the game, it starts you right off on meter, which is just like you pick your pitch and it kind of like you gotta like hit your spot twice. Like you have to hit the meter twice. Pulse is just you pick your pitch and then like you have to like get it to like where like the pulse is like the tiniest. But like those two, it's like it's kind of random. If you do want to be somewhat competitive in this game, I would say use pure analog. I'd say like 80% to 85% of people use this. And I'm just gonna say this right now, it will be tough to get used to. It does take a couple of games, a couple of days just to get used to and get down. Uh, so what pure analog is, you pick your pitch and then with the right stick you push it down, and then there's gonna be a yellow line, and as soon as that yellow line, as soon as like it'll be a lot easier to explain what's actually got into the practice menu. So fielding, all you really need to know for fielding is put button accuracy on and put throw canceling on. So what throw canceling is, say if there's a runner on first and it's a weak chopper hit to second, and you say, hey, I can turn the double play, but you don't want to. What you can do, say if you already have the preloaded throw to second, you can just cancel that and then throw to first. So it's definitely helpful, that's for sure. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze there. Ugh. So throw meter on. I think that's really all that matters for fielding, and then I think that's it. So I'm just gonna go into the batting practice mode. I don't even know where that's at this year. Is it just under play now? I don't even know where it's at. Mini modes? Yeah, here it is. Custom practice. Wait, is this it? I think it is. So home team, yeah, sure. I'll just be the Blue Jays. Why the hell not? So, create and customize. So yeah, this is always a great way to just kind of get warmed up and just kind of see what settings you want to get used to. So I'll just show you like the bat settings, and like how you can change them, like what you like and like what you don't like and like what you prefer. Same with pitching, and then fielding and base running. It's like there's not really a big difference for that. So for pitching, this is wait, so pitching. So this is pure analog. So you see I have Marcus Stroman. Say I want to pick a four-seam fastball. So you just hit triangle like normal, and you see this thing. So yeah, you can see it moving around. Hey, what? Why is it showing me that? So let's say that. So you pick your spot. Say I want to throw a high fastball, like that. Now you see that red type of circle there. I'm just trying to make sure I don't auto throw. So red circle is where like that is the plate. That is the plate. That is where you're aiming it on the plate. Now the yellow line there, you want to hit. So you see this thing moving? You want to get good timing on it. So you want to hit like that's how you hit your spot. So you want to hit like the moving the ball, and you want to hit the yellow line and then the hoop. That's what I refer to. You want to hit the line and then the hoop. And say for a slider, as early on that one, so you see it kind of hung. So there's that. And wait, can I actually like just go into hitting, batting? Yeah, here we go. Is that okay? Yeah, so here. So this is wedge. I just got a trophy. So this is wedge. And this is strike zone hitting. Now I think if I actually go, yeah. So this kind of like just shows you if you are hitting, it does show you. So I think you start off on fisheye, which I wouldn't really recommend. But yeah, definitely use that strike zone 2 or strike zone high. I prefer strike zone high. So there's wedge, and wedge you can just kind of see it's like a big. Well, this is because it's on beginner or whatever, but it's like a half circle and kind of like a quarter half circle, and then with just the dot in the middle. So your aim here is to put the dot on the ball. Just square it up. So here, I'll see if I can demonstrate. So there, I got the dot on the ball. I lined out, but oh no, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't catch that, but so there you see I got the dot on the ball. So see, it's like I was just early on it, but I did get the dot pretty well to it. But what I like to use is reticle. So reticle, you see the difference here. Oh, I don't know. You have to wait till after this at bat. Or after this pitch, I think. Kershaw takes so fucking long to pitch. Come on, Burrow, throw the pitch, please. Thank you. So reticle. Here's reticle. So you see, it's pretty much just two half circles. So it's a lot easier to see the ball, in my opinion. And since I already have decent PCI placement, it just allows me to see the ball better. Just there, I did have late timing on that, but I think I did anyways. I might not have, but you could see there that I did get the PCI to the ball pretty well. So I was good. I was a little to the left of that. Let's just do one more here with smoke, and then I'll end the video. So yeah, these are the settings I use. I know like Movie Gaming and Cardinal Bird have made their setting videos too, so definitely go and check those guys out for more setting and just like what to use and stuff. But yeah, these are my settings. And if you do want to be like a somewhat competitive player in this, I would recommend using somewhat to somewhat follow these settings. So like the bare minimum, you want to use pure analog pitching, and then strike zone hitting with either wedge PCI or reticle PCI. Those are like these are like some of the most common questions I get asked when I stream. Like, oh, what are your settings? Can you show me your settings? So hopefully this video does help people out, whether you are new to the game or do want to take your gameplay to the next level. Be sure to drop a like in this video if you did enjoy. Let me know if you guys tried out some of these new settings if you did. And be sure to drop a sub if you are new. I appreciate all of you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.